recognized in Central Oregon for its many award-winning architectural designs, value engineering, and rich, reflective interior decor. Artisan Homes and Design has also been among the pioneers advocating energy and resource efficiency in construction practices. In fact, Don Denning, president and architectural designer of Artisan Homes, was instrumental in helping create the first in the nation Earth Smart Homes program. Artisan Homes was among the first builders in Oregon to unilaterally upgrade all of its energy standards, was a pioneer in the construction of insulated concrete homes, and has been a long-time advocate of engineered lumber products. After building hundreds of the most resource-efficient custom homes in Oregon, Artisan Homes is proud to once again lead the industry in Oregon's first structural stone steel reinforced concrete home. Long known for strength, long-term durability, and ultra-low maintenance, concrete was considered to be all brawn with little beauty. Today, new technologies have opened the door for concrete as an art form, offering sleek, decorative options for today's building professionals. One product that fits this description is structural stone, a high-strength structural building system offering the rustic appeal of 100-year-old lodges, the strength of steel-reinforced concrete, a life cycle measured in centuries instead of decades, and a maintenance cycle measured in decades instead of months. The initial component of the building system is the rustic structural stone module. Made of 4,500 psi concrete and concrete plasticizers, the color-through modules are highly fade-resistant, waterproof, and strong. Each module has two hollow cores which are laid in place so the hollow cores are vertically aligned. The modules are mortar set like brick, and steel reinforcement bars are placed vertically near the center of the cores. Additional bars, known as bond beams, are placed horizontally between courses of stone. High-test concrete is then poured into the cores, creating a solid, high-strength steel-reinforced concrete wall system. The completed wall is then sealed with a clear, eco-friendly compound which waterproofs the mortar joints. During the course of construction, appropriate anchors are placed in the walls to allow the attachment of a channel beam to hold the plasterboard and large bolts to anchor interior walls. In addition to holding the plasterboard in place, the channel beam creates a 7/8" air and drainage space directly behind the concrete wall system. Once the channel beam is in place, a waterproof vapor membrane and a 4-inch thick ridged polyiso insulation panel is attached to the channel on all exterior walls. The insulation is placed tight and sealed at all joints and extends 18" below the floor and up to the roof attachment. The polyiso insulation is a very earth-friendly product, DFC, HCFC, and HFC free, with zero ozone depletion potential and negligible global warming potential. When the home nears completion, a liquid insulation foam will fill the void at the top of the 7/8" air space between the structural stone wall and the polyiso insulation panel. This will turn the airspace into a thermal channel, allowing the natural characteristics of the concrete to heat the thermal channel in the winter and prevent overheating in the summer. The end result is a more constant interior temperature both winter and summer, thus reducing the need for supplemental heating and cooling. The net insulation value of this building system is R33, twice as efficient as a standard framed wall system. In a typical wood-framed home, the joist system sits on the top of a concrete foundation wall in an attempt to protect the wood from dry rot and termite infestation. This requires foundation vents placed just above the backfill grade, allowing air to circulate below the wood floor, preventing moisture from forming in the crawl space. Unfortunately, leaving these vents open also lets in cold air and insects, generating more energy costs and maintenance problems. Typically, the wood structure is insulated using insulation bats, placed between the floor joists or wall studs to prevent cold winter air from penetrating into the living area. Notice the bat insulation placed between the studs leaves many voids open, thus leaving the interior space exposed to some very cold or hot air temperatures. As you can see, a considerable portion of the wall is composed of studs, beams, posts, top plates, bottom plates, anchors, hold downs. Together, all of these components provide the backbone of the home. Once the framing is complete, pipes, wires, and various electrical boxes are added to the wall system. Finally, insulation is inserted into what open space is left between the studs. Because 20% of the wall system is solid wood, and the R value, or resistance to temperature transmissions, of wood is typically R5, the typical R21 wood wall actually performs as only an R16. Additionally, due to small voids in the floor and wall insulation, poor insulation around doors and windows, and otherwise generally poor installation practices, net R values often fall well below R16. The result? Cold winter drafts, icy cold floors, and high heating and cooling costs. In addition, this structure is constantly under threat of rot, insect infestation, is subject to constant exterior maintenance, and a significantly shortened lifespan. Now, let's go back and re-examine the R33 structural stone wall system. Notice the unibody concept of the exterior wall. Solid steel reinforced concrete from the ground to the roof. No voids, no nails, no siding, just solid steel reinforced concrete. No wood to rot, no siding to paint, no floors to squeak and vibrate, no costly maintenance, and a life cycle measured in centuries. Notice the insulation is solid. No bats, no holes, no uninsulated framing materials, just solid, non-shrinking insulation panels. This system is 10 times stronger, twice as energy efficient, 60% quieter, and 90% more vibration-free than the wood structure we were just examining. And it delivers these benefits with a fraction of the maintenance cost you would expect from the wood-framed home. Clearly, the structural stone system is by far superior. But here's the real good news: it actually costs less to build than a typical wood-frame custom home. The structural stone system by Artisan Homes saves money to purchase, saves money to maintain, saves the environment because of its greatly extended life cycle, and perhaps most importantly, this building system saves its owners time, the one irreplaceable commodity of life. Just a few years ago, high-efficiency heating and cooling equipment, higher R-value insulation, lower U-value windows, indoor clean air management, and hosts of other recent technological improvements were the exception in the building industry. Today, they're the standard. A structural stone building from Artisan Homes has all these benefits and more. Forward-thinking homebuyers who choose to make a stone home their next home will enjoy all the benefits of steel-reinforced concrete long before it's the norm. Plus, they'll love the romance, rich history, and ultra-low maintenance of their rustic stone lodge or cottage home. Artisan Homes and Design, together with this structural stone building system, are setting forth new expectations in the family home. These include more quality time, a better investment, and substantially less impact on the earth and its resources. Anyone considering new construction owes it to themselves, their bank account, and their planet to consider an Artisan Homes design before any final decisions are made. The Stone Home. Tomorrow's home is ready today. From Artisan Homes and Design. Artisan Homes and Design professional affiliations include Oregon Energy Trust, Earth Advantage, National Home Builders Association, and Central Oregon Home Builders Association. All Artisan Homes are certified by an independent third-party energy conservation organization and can be LEED certified upon advanced request of the owner.